Most Bronco owners think the best upgrades are bigger tires, light bars, or expensive suspension kits. After 20 years working on Fords, I'd spend my first $200 very differently. 7 upgrades, all of them under $200. Every one of them solves a real problem that Ford either didn't fix or didn't bother to mention. And number 1 costs $37 and unlocks features Ford already built into your Bronco but never turned on. I'm RJ. Let's get into it. Number 7. All-weather floor liners. The factory carpet in your Bronco was not designed for the way Broncos get used. One muddy trail run, one wet dog, one season of winter commuting, and that carpet is done. It holds moisture, it grows bacteria, and you cannot clean it the way you need to. You pull it back and the floor underneath has been sitting wet. A Badlands owner brought his truck in last fall for something unrelated. 3 years old, about 32,000 miles. When I lifted the floor mat, I could see the carpet underneath was stained, damp at the edges, and starting to smell. He had never installed liners. He assumed the factory mats were enough. They're not. All-weather liners cover the entire floor surface, including the raised edges. When they get dirty, you pull them out, hose them off, and put them back. The floor underneath stays clean and dry for as long as you own the truck. WeatherTech and Husky are the 2 brands I see consistently. Either one fits the Bronco properly, around $150 to $200 for the front and rear set. Best $200 you spend on the interior. Do it before the first trail run, not after. Number 6. Hood struts. Ford gave the Bronco a prop rod, a metal stick that holds the hood up while you work under it. On a trail vehicle that gets used off-road, that rod vibrates loose, falls out of its bracket, and drops a heavy hood on whatever's underneath it. I've watched it happen to a customer in my shop. He had both hands inside the engine bay, checking an air filter when the rod came out of the bracket and the hood came down on his forearms. Nothing broken, but it left a mark, and it scared him badly enough that he bought struts before he left the parking lot. Hood struts replace the prop rod with gas-charged pistons that hold the hood open automatically. You lift the hood, it stays up. No rod to manage, no bracket to check, no hood coming down on you. Installation is under 30 minutes with basic tools. The struts run $50 to $80 for the pair. On a $50,000 truck, I genuinely don't understand why Ford didn't include them from the factory. Every other vehicle in this price range has struts. The Bronco has a stick. $50 to $80 to never deal with a prop rod again. The math is obvious. Number 5. Roll bar grab handles. The Bronco's roll bar runs through the interior and gives you a perfect mounting point for grab handles, but Ford didn't put any there. On a trail, your passengers have nothing solid to hold on to when the truck articulates and the body rolls. They're bracing against the seat, against the door, against each other. It's uncomfortable and it's a safety issue. Aftermarket grab handles bolt directly to the roll bar without drilling. They're padded, they're solid, and they give your passengers something to actually hold. The Jeep-style handles fit the Bronco's roll bar well and run $30 to $50 for a set. 5 minutes to install. The first time your passenger grabs the dashboard instead of the handle, you'll understand why these exist. $30 to $50. Your passengers will thank you before you reach the first obstacle. Number 4. Door hinge alignment tape and lubricant kit. If you remove your doors, mark the hinge position before you pull them. 3 pieces of tape, 1 on each hinge bolt. 30 seconds of work. When you reinstall, line up the marks and the door goes back to factory alignment every time. Skip the tape, and you're adjusting gaps and chasing wind noise for an afternoon. The lubricant keeps the hinge pins from corroding between uses. The whole kit runs $15 to $25. Ford should have put a reminder in the owner's manual. They didn't. 3 pieces of tape before you remove the door. That's the entire upgrade. Before you grab any of these upgrades, check out the free Ford longevity checklist at fordscope.com. It'll help you catch the same warning signs I look for before buying or maintaining any Bronco. It only takes about 5 minutes, and if anything raises a red flag, the full Ford longevity blueprint is there too. Number 3. Early differential and transfer case fluid service. Ford says the differential fluid is lifetime. I've rebuilt too many differentials to believe that. Lifetime is a word Ford uses for fluids that were designed to last through the powertrain warranty period. It doesn't mean the fluid is good for the life of the vehicle. It means Ford calculated the minimum service life needed to get you through the coverage window. After that, the fluid is your problem. On a Bronco that sees trail use, water crossings, or lockers, the differential fluid faces conditions Ford's normal schedule never accounted for. The fluid runs without filtration. Metal particles from normal break-in and trail wear circulate through the bearings on every drive. At 30,000 miles, I've opened differentials on Broncos and found fluid that looked like it had twice that on it. Metal particles, dark color, gear oil that had been working too hard for too long. I had a Badlands owner come in last summer. 62,000 miles, no differential service, no transfer case service. Followed Ford's schedule exactly. He came in for something unrelated and I pulled the fill plug on the rear differential while it was on the lift. The fluid that came out was dark and carried metal particles that should have been drained at 30,000. He had been driving on fluid that was protecting nothing. The diff wasn't gone yet, but it was spending down its reserve faster than it should have been. Fresh fluid cost him $40. The differential rebuild we prevented would have run $1,500 to $3,000. The first service at 30,000 miles removes that debris before it becomes wear damage. The fluid itself costs $30 to $60. Front differential, rear differential, transfer case. Each one gets fresh fluid that actually protects what it's covering. Waiting until something sounds wrong is not a maintenance plan. Ford says lifetime. I've rebuilt too many differentials to take that word at face value. Number 2, the Ford Performance Rear Differential Cover. Once you've decided you're going to service the differential, this is the upgrade I'd install before you do the first drain. The M220 rear axle on the Bronco does not have a drain plug from the factory. The only way to drain the rear differential fluid is to remove the entire rear differential cover, let the fluid drain out, clean the sealing surface, install a new gasket, and torque the cover back on. It's a legitimate service job that most owners either skip entirely because it's too involved or pay a shop to do and never get around to scheduling. The Ford Performance Rear Differential Cover, part number M430BR, is a heavy-duty nodular iron replacement cover that adds a drain plug. With the cover installed, servicing the rear differential takes the same time as changing your oil. Remove the drain plug, fluid drains. Clean the plug, reinstall, refill through the fill port. Done. The cover costs around $130 to $150. It also adds protection against trail damage and increases fluid capacity slightly. Here's what I've seen happen without this cover. An owner plans to service the differential, reads what's involved, decides it's too complicated, and skips it. Then, does it again at the next service interval. The differential fluid that was supposed to come out at 30,000 miles is still in there at 70,000. The cover costs $130. The differential rebuild it prevents costs $1,500 to $3,000. I've done this upgrade on my own Broncos before I ever drove them on a trail. Once the drain plug exists, people actually service the differential. Without it, most don't. And number 1, Forescan. $25 for an OBD2 adapter, $12 a year for the extended license. $37 total. And it does something no physical upgrade on this list can do. Forescan accesses the software modules in your Bronco and lets you change settings that Ford built into the vehicle but never activated or restricted based on trim level. These aren't modifications to the factory calibration. They're functions Ford's engineers wrote into the software and then gated behind trim packages or left disabled entirely. Here's what it changes on a Bronco. The double honk. Every time you leave your Bronco running and get out, it honks twice. On a trail, in a campground, in a parking lot at 6 in the morning, one change in Forescan and it never does it again. Auto start-stop can be permanently disabled rather than pressing the button every single time you start the truck. Bambi mode enables your fog lights to stay on with your high beams simultaneously, which matters when you're driving dark rural roads at night and deer don't reflect headlights the way the road does. Depending on your trim and hardware, Forescan can enable additional supported GOAT modes and other software features that weren't turned on from the factory. in-motion navigation so the system stops locking out inputs while the truck is moving. These aren't features someone cracked open and reverse engineered. They were designed by Ford engineers, coded into the software, and then restricted based on what trim level you paid for. ForScan gives you access to what you already paid for when you bought the truck. I've done these changes on every Bronco I've owned. The owners who find out about it after the fact always ask why nobody told them sooner. $37. The key Ford built into your Bronco and never handed you. If this video helped you keep a little more money in your pocket and you'd like to support the channel, hit the join button below. I'll see you in the next one.